Just realized the mic was off. Sorry, folks. And the wrong input on the microphone. Anyways, 3-0 early on for Greater Lowell. Hi, Bryce Sanfield with Joe Foley on camera. This draw is won by the Whittier Wildcats, going right to left in the maroon jerseys. And a foul committed by Lopez. 2 goals for Shonda Wallace of Greater Lowell and 1 goal for Caitlin Wilson early on. 4 saves, however, made by Whittier goalie Trinity Doyle. Here's Riley Weeks, the leading scorer for Whittier. Goes over to Michelle Matarazzo. Matarazzo tried to wrap around, now goes back out to Maddie Campbell. Campbell, a little indecisive here. Now thinking about bearing in, meets a wall, now peels back out. Tries to lob to the opposite post, nearly intercepted. Loose ball, who's going to come up with it? Bounced up. Whittier still with possession. Comes out to Weeks. Weeks meets a wall in the slot. Now wraps around, finds an opening, and a save by Julia O'Keefe. Ground ball in front of her. Will eventually, not controlled just yet by the Wildcats, still loose. And eventually it's Jaylee St. Paulin. Matarazzo. Ball knocked down. Matarazzo trying to get it back. Prolonged battle for this GB. Again, with the thick grass, it's hard to get a clean scoop compared to the thin artificial turf you see on most fields these days. This one goes through the wickets of St. Paulin, but she keeps it in bounds. Kept from going over the end line by Campbell. A lot of traffic, not much movement here, though. Thought they caught O'Keefe out of position, but goes across the face of the goal, and on the near side, picking it up. Loose ball eventually picked up by Melinda Nin. Try to go in. Another save by Doyle. Nin got it back, though. And she draws contact. It'll be Araceli Lopez on the restart. She'll bear in and go behind the goal. Boja tries to go in front, pass too strong. Unable to keep the possession alive are the Gryphons, and now back the other way come the Wildcats. Passes a little too strong. Ground ball's going to be picked up by O'Keefe. O'Keefe has it knocked out of her stick by Matarazzo. Trying to capitalize. Trying to wrap around and misses wide left. And drawing a foul there is Sofina Sam. Sam will restart. Trying to get away from Weeks. And Weeks fouls her. Three 0 our score, about approaching the halfway mark of the first half. Sofina Sam, the sophomore for Greater Lowell, has some space. Thought about a shot, trying to get in front. Good defense by the Wildcats. Giving her a ride is Weeks. Correct, that's Hastings. This is Weeks. She'll try to get the GB, unsuccessfully so. And eventually collecting it is Daisy Pan. Pan. For a prolonged discussion here, it's going to be Whittier ball. But a turnover immediately to Nin. Nin bearing in. And the backhand shot is in for the goal. Melinda Nin, the junior, gets her first, and it's 4-0 Gryphons. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming, tournament, concert, wedding, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. 4-0 Greater Lowell. 2 goals for Shonda Wallace and 1 goal each for Melinda Nin and Caitlin Wilson. And a clean draw win there by Jaylee St. Paulin, but she's backed up. She lobs it ahead to Weeks. Weeks will try to run past Nin. Comes into the zone. Ahead of her is Campbell. Comes near side to Martinez. Uris Martinez. A little too strong on the pass. Both teams nearly committing an offside there. But play still live for Martinez. Flat-footedness from Whittier, and you could hear the Whittier coaches saying, let's move without the ball. Did that go in? Wow! Impossible angle for Riley Weeks. She's the team's leading scorer. She finds it from a very tight angle, almost parallel to the goal, and Whittier's on the board. It's 4-1. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Nin and St. Paulin to take the draw. And that was Wallace taking the draw, and here come the Gryphons. Nice move to get past. Fender backhand shot wide of the right post and out of bounds to Whittier. Here's Judy Hugh. Lob can't connect with Hastings. And getting it back for Greater Lowell is Nin. Nin might have taken a shot to the face there. Didn't get it called. Nice dodge of the second defender. And she scores. Great individual effort by Melinda Nin, and it's 5-1. $10:29 to go in the first half. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page to place your order after the game. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. Nin picks up another face-off, and here she comes. Trying to go all the way! And a save. Trinity Doyle not going to let her beat her that time. Martinez. Long pass. Connects with Procure It. Bearing in. Now going to take a shot and miss wide right. And who's going to win the race? It's going to be O'Keefe winning the race. So it'll be Greater Lowell ball. Not much room for clearance, but eventually. Loose ball, body's tumbling everywhere, and that was a charge, so that'll be Whittier ball 2 weeks. Bullet pass ahead to Matarozo. Trying to find the angle, and she scores. Five to 2. With 8:59 to go in the first half. Wallace to take the draw against St. Paulin. Ball is up, and it'll be controlled by the Gryphons. Here's Wilson. Has one goal already. Oh, wow. Made a move and made St. Paulin fall. Now looking to take it all the way. That's a tough break. She's forced to restart. She probably could have scored if she had been allowed to keep running, but she does get a free restart here. Alone with Doyle. And she scores. Well, not deterred by the whistle. She makes it 6-2, and she's got her second of the game. .8:22 to go in the first half. Trinity Doyle has stopped 6 of the 12 shots she's faced. Julia O'Keefe has only had to make 2 saves. Both goalies with a 50% save percentage right now. Face-off controlled by Wallace. Wallace sees an opening. And it's deflected aside by Doyle. Play is kept alive by Demers. Now Demers bearing in, another save. And they say it's going to be Whittier ball. Doyle just staying flat-footed in her crease, lobs it ahead, and unable to corral the passes. Martinez turned over. Nin will be Nin with the restart. She had 2 fantastic goals already, looking to make it a Hattie here. Takes a shot from distance and rifles it in. Melinda Nin with the Hattie, and it's 7-2. So we'll send Judy Hugh into the circle for this draw. Will Whittier. And battling for it with Wallace. And she eventually comes away with it. And now she's looking to take it all the way. Hugh will give it up, however, to Procure It. Procure takes the shot and bounces it in. Seven to 3. Whittier still hanging in there. .641 to go. Judy Hugh getting some support from her bench. Sorry, one draw that's led to a goal. Let's see what she can do here. A lot of contact, and this will be Whittier ball. On the restart, it's Weeks. Weeks enters the zone. Lobs the pass out of the reach of Procure It and out of bounds to Greater Lowell. Andrea Guerrero drawing the foul. Nice swim by Boja, but staying with her is Hugh. Now she gets by her. Now bearing in. Tries to spin away, but is forced below the goal. Doesn't have a outlet, nearly runs into a teammate. Now she's going to wrap around, and she scores. Didn't look like that was going to turn into anything for Boja, but Haley Boja gets on the scoreboard, and it's 8-2 Greater Lowell with 5:12 to go in the first half. LSP's next broadcast is this Wednesday at 3:55 p.m. when the Greater Lowell Gryphons host the Lynn Tech Tigers in MIAA boys, that's of course boys, baseball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. Nin comes up with it. Nice spin move, but she loses the handle, but gets it back. Meets a double team. Now. Enters the zone. Now trying to bear in. And she'll go below the goal line to Boja. And we have a whistle, and it looks like we have an injury. And Hugh. She's up quickly. But is the official going to make her go off because of the apparent injury? She doesn't appear to be hampered too much. She's good to go. So on the restart, Boja wraps around and scores on the right post. So Haley Boja's starting to get in on the party. 4 different players with at least 2 goals for the Gryphons, and it's 9-2. Just over 4.5 to go in the first half. 9-3. Greater Lowell on top of Whittier. And a timeout is called by the Wildcats. Trinity Doyle's made 8 saves for Whittier thus far, but she's allowed 9 goals. And the scoring for Whittier is 1 goal each for Erin Procurett, Michelle Matarazzo, and Riley Weeks. Julia O'Keefe has only needed to make 2 saves for the Gryphons, and she's gotten support from a hat trick from Melinda Nin, and 2 goals each from Caitlin Wilson, Shonda Wallace, and Haley Boja. Boja, one of 3 seniors on this Greater Lowell squad that is mostly freshmen and sophomores. It's a plurality of freshmen. 7 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 5 juniors, and 3 seniors. Out of the timeout, 4:37 to go. And it'll be Nin and Hugh to take the draw. And Hugh comes up with, Nin rather comes up with it. Spin move. Now bearing in. Puts on the brakes. Another spin move. A little too strong on the pass for Sanchez, but she gets it back. Sanchez now bearing in. Takes the shot and scores. Brianna Sanchez gets on the scoreboard for the first time for Greater Lowell. And that makes it 10-3. Hugh wins the draw cleanly. Ground ball in the corner will be won, however, by the Gryphons. With speed, it's Garcia. Trying to stutter step her way around Martinez. Gets past her. Now going for goal. Good save by Doyle. And Doyle is going to get the ball on the restart. Unable to corral the lob passes, Sanchez trying to get it back through the thick turf here. And eventually she does. Pass in front, bobbled initially by Wallace. Wants her third. She got her third. So 2 players with hat tricks in the first half for Greater Lowell, with 2.5 to go in the first half. Eleven to 3 our score. Ball batted forward by Martinez, and she picks it up. Has possession for Whittier. A little too strong on the pass for Matarazzo, but she cleans it up. Doesn't have to worry about it rolling over the end line. Not the, with the soft grass instead of the hard artificial turf that you see so often. Here's Weeks. She's got 1 thus far. Matarazzo trying to find a teammate on the cut. Loose ball, battled for, and Greater Lowell comes away with it. Garcia's done a good. Greater Lowell in general doing a good job with the GBs. This one's for Guerrero. Puts on the brakes. Tries to go into traffic. Kind of an ill-advised pass there, but here to bail her out is Crowley. Shot goes wide right. Backing up is Demers. As we approach a minute to go. Demers trying to wrap around. Nice cut. Tries to go on the near post, and she does. Olivia Demers with her first goal of the game, and it's 12 to 3. .56 seconds to go in the first half. Whittier was keeping it close for a while, but Greater Lowell's gone on a run here. Remember, at any point there's a 10-goal lead, it's running clock. Ball's up. And Wallace draws a foul. Wallace on the restart. Try to go all the way. And she scores again. Wallace with her 4th. And with the clock running, with the 10-goal lead, that just might as well do it for the first half. Probably enough time for the draw, but I don't know if anyone's going to score in the next 17 seconds of game time. Ball's up, and that'll do it for the first half. Dominated by Greater Lowell, as you might expect. 4 goals for Shonda Wallace, 3 goals for Melinda Nin, 2 each for Caitlin Wilson and Haley Boja, and 1 for Brianna Demers, Olivia Demers, rather. And also 1 for Brianna Sanchez. 2 saves for Julia O'Keefe on 5 shots. For Whittier, it's 1 goal each for Erin Procurett, Michelle Matarazzo, and Riley Weeks. And 9 saves on 22 shots for Trinity Doyle. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in about 12 minutes with the second half from Greater Lowell Tech and Tingsboro, Mass. With your score, maybe less than 12 minutes. With your score, the Greater Lowell Tech Gryphons 13 and the Whittier Wildcats 3. This is MIAA Girls Lacrosse on LSP. Welcome back to the second half of MIAA Girls Lacrosse on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from Greater Lowell Tech in Tingsboro, Mass. Alongside Joe Foley on camera. It is the Greater Lowell Tech Gryphons with a 10-goal lead, 13-3, as we begin the second half against the Whittier Wildcats. Two players already with hat tricks for the Gryphons. Jalen St. Paulin comes away with the ball to begin the second half. Brianna Sanchez picks up her second, and that makes it 15-3. Caitlin Wilson guilty of the foul. It'll be Whittier ball. Here comes Riley Weeks. One of 3 different goal scorers for Whittier today. It's been a lot of flat-footedness for Whittier on some of these possessions. That pass is too strong for St. Paulin. St. Paulin comes back to field it, and she does so successfully, beating out Rachel Matt for that one. Loose ball in front, and O'Keefe trying to scoop it up. It was nearly poked into the net by Campbell. And Caitlin Wilson's going to get this ball on the restart. Well, sloppy with the pass there was Wallace to Lopez, but Lopez picks it up. Trying to get best person. Comes back to the middle of the field. Takes a shot and scores! And Araceli Lopez with her first, and that makes it 16-3. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. 16-3. 5 players have multiple goals for Greater Lowell, including 2 with hat tricks. Nin and Wallace. Wallace with 4. Clean win for Weeks. Gonna wrap around here. And take a shot from a tough angle, and it's off the side of the cage. And O'Keefe picks it up. Meets a double team. Gives it up, loose ball. O'Keefe needs to get back in the crease. Tries to come away with it, has it swatted away. And Procure It has it. Procure It bearing in, takes a shot, and a save by O'Keefe. Only the third she's had to make today. On the near side, picking up the loose ball is Guerrero. Here comes Guerrero right in front of us. Good ride here. Trying to get past her defender. Has an opening, and she missed it. Went across the face of the goal. Clock is running the full length of the half, at least thus far, because of the 10-goal lead for the Gryphons. 10-plus goal lead, I should say. That one misses wide right. Loose ball. Is that going to go over the end line? Battle here along the end line. A lot of bumping and pushing and shoving here, but eventually it's picked up by Haley Boja. Misses. Backed up, however. Wrap it around. Oh, and a kick save there by Doyle. And I'll have to restart here. Greater Lowell ball, apparently. Comes out to the far side. And the ball slipped out of her stick. And chasing it down are the Wildcats here on the near side. Whose ball pan battling for it. Rainbow-colored hair. She's got it. Now trying to score. As it gets through a couple of defenders, and she scores. Daisy Pan with her first goal of the game. And it's 17-3 with 14 minutes to go in the game. You can follow Local Sports Productions on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. And it looks like we're going to have a redraw. St. Paul in against Nin here. Ball's up. And comes straight to Weeks. Weeks leading scorer for the Wildcats on the season. This is lobbed way over everybody's head, including Matarazzo, who's backing up the play. Kind of a careless turnover there in the defensive end, but able to pick it up and break up field. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero meets a double team, but it gets past it as two teammates ran into each other. Now Guerrero may have a chance to score here. Maybe pick up her first goal of the game. Nice move. Oh, she missed everything. She let it go out of her stick a little too early. Tried to get it back in front for Guerrero. Loose ball, Nin battling for it, and a whistle. And it's going to be Whittier ball. Lob ahead to Procure It. And one of the 3 goals in the first half for Whittier. Puts on the brakes, bobbles it, but gets it back. And she tried to connect with Person on the, was that Person? No, that was Campbell on the opposite post, but it's a little too strong for her. Campbell battling for it here with Crowley. And eventually she comes away with it, Campbell. Campbell goes behind the goal to Matarazzo. Matarazzo having a hard time fielding it along the end line, but keeps it in bounds. Back to Campbell. Campbell goes out front to Weeks. Weeks can't handle it. Now has to battle Garcia for the ball. She gets it back. So we approach 10 minutes to go. And off the side of the cage, the attempt by Procurate. Ah. And here come the Gryphons. With speed, the shot. Did that go in? Wow. Nin gets it back, but I thought that got in inside the left post, but they didn't rule it as such. Lopez spins and gets it top shelf for her second of the game. And it's 18-3. You can follow Local Sports Productions on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Under 9 minutes to go. Wilson hip checked off the ball and eventually collected by Weeks. Correction, that would be St. Paulin. And out of bounds, it'll remain with Whittier. St. Paulin on the restart immediately bobbles it, but gets it ahead to Procurate. Procurate picks it up. Now charging in. Tries to battle through a wall, cannot. Now wrapping around is Matarazzo. Campbell. Martinez, under duress, she draws a foul. She will get a free run to the goal here. I was going to say, it wasn't going to be at that angle, was it? So Martinez hoping to get on the scoreboard here. Defense collapses quickly, however. And Wallace picks it up. Wallace on the near side. Nice swim move to try and get around Matarazzo. Keeps the play alive. Wallace with 4. Giving up the shot, and another save by Doyle. Doyle's had to make some tough saves, unfortunately. She finds her team down 15. "11 saves for Doyle. Here's Campbell. Nice move around her defender. Keeps the play alive. Now bears in. And off the face mask of O'Keefe. I guess technically that's a save. And it'll be greater old ball after all that. Wilson looking to get in the hat trick party. Gives it up. Ball stripped. Wallace battling for it. She's got it. She's got 4. Nice move. And Helena Montalvo gets the goal. Her first of the game. And that makes it 19-3. So we approach 5 minutes to go here in the game. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast, or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game to place your order. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. Ball's up and eventually collected by Riley Weeks. Whittier held off the scoreboard this half. Meets a wall here. She tries to bear in. And just as I say that, the old Sammy whammy, right? Doesn't just apply to basketball. Doesn't just apply to free throws. That'll make it 19-4 as Weeks picks up her second, the team's fourth. And she's the first player for Whittier to hit multiple goals this game. So we're under 4 minutes to go. LSP's next broadcast is Wednesday at 3:55 p.m. when the Greater Lowell Gryphons host the Lynn Tech Tigers in MIAA baseball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. Draws won by St. Paulin. And St. Paulin with speed, bearing in, has her stick checked as she tried to get the shot off, and it looks like she also got whacked in the face there. And we're going to have a stoppage of play for an injury timeout. Just to make sure she's okay, she's not bleeding or anything. Can't see it well from here. But it looks like one of the Greater Lowell players is being sent off for that. And on the restart, it'll be St. Paulin. And a save by O'Keefe. Her fifth save of the game. Stopped 5 of 9 shots. Pass in front, batted around, collected by Martinez. Misses wide left. Under 3 minutes to go. Greater Lowell's going to get its second win of the season, matching its win total from last year. Loose ball. A lot of contact going for it, and it'll be Whittier ball, I believe, with St. Paulin. No, it's Greater Lowell ball. My mistake. O'Keefe lobbing it ahead. So we approach 2 minutes to go. It was competitive for much of the first half, but Greater Lowell just went on a tear. And now they're looking to make it 20. Misses wide left. And Judy Hugh won the race to the end line, so she is going to get possession for Whittier as we approach 90 seconds to play. Juked her defender so bad she lost her stick. Good speed here by Hugh. Hugh can't connect on the pass to Campbell. Scooped up by Guerrero. Under 90 to go. Campbell. Gets shoved there by Person. So she will get the restart. Guerrero. Another save by Doyle. Sam battling for the ball. And the Wildcats trying to corral it. They do. We're under 45 seconds to go. Pass is fanned on, however, and eventually collected by the Gryphons. They'll get the restart. They can just run out the clock here. They don't have to score. 15 seconds left. Five seconds left on this restart. I think we'll just walk out the clock, and that'll do it. Greater Lowell Tech completes the 19-4 victory over Whittier. Player of the game is Shonda Wallace, leading all scorers with 4 goals, and Melinda Nin also netting a hat trick. But let's give a hat tip to Trinity Doyle, the goalie for Whittier, as well. Played well with 12 saves on 31 shots. With that kind of barrage offensively, she never gave up, and she put in the effort you needed. Greater Lowell defense and offense were just that good today. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student-athletes since 2011. Copyright 2018, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. LSP's next broadcast is Wednesday at 3:55 p.m. when the Greater Lowell Gryphons host the Lynn Tech Tigers in MIAA baseball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand. Or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of this or any past LSP video broadcast at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Greater Lowell Tech in Tingsboro, Mass. It is the Greater Lowell Tech Gryphons 19 and the Whittier Wildcats 4. For Joe Foley on camera, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.